Howdy folks, hope you're having a good one, and welcome back to Into the Dead, where we're still holed up in the sporting goods supply store because it's just such a good shelter. And I'm still mostly focused on gathering basic resources in order to upgrade my workbenches. You can see I'm mostly short on components and wood. The wood's easy enough to find, the components not so much. I don't really need a workbench level 3 yet, but I do need a weapons bench level 2 because it allows me to make the tomahawk, which is probably the most balanced melee weapon in terms of the damage that it does, the noise that it generates, and its durability, but also because I've managed to recover a broken 357 Magnum revolver. I need a weapons bench level 2 in order to repair it and start making ammunition for it. So I'm going to need to check the map and see what locations are within scavenging range of the sporting goods supply store here in Greenhaven that have a decent amount of base resources, like the Briarwood Motel for example, and a relatively low zombie threat. Yeah, there's not an awful lot at the Taxway gas station on Green Street. Still plenty of food, but I'm not short of food at Mercer High School. Again, Leicester Bar Automotive looks alright. There's plenty at fire station number 13, but there's plenty of zombies as well. Red Mile gas station's looking like a decent choice, but I think I'm going to go for the Briarwood Motel. There's a slightly higher zombie presence there, but it's right at the northern end of my current scavenging area, and I want to basically find the observation point there so I can cast my net further afield. Oh, that reminds me, somebody was asking in the comments of the last video, because I was saying that when you move into a place, when you clear a place out of zombies so you can move into it and use it as a shelter, it's not necessary to pick everything up, because if you move into a place and start using it as a shelter, then you automatically recover everything that you didn't pick up when you were clearing it of zombies and scavenging it. So somebody was saying, well then why don't you just, why do you need to bother picking anything up at all? Just kill all the zombies and then move in, and you get everything that was there without having to pick anything up. Backpack space becomes a non-issue. Except, and this is my fault because I didn't make it clear, when you're looking at places to go out and scavenge on the minimap, only the places that have a little green house icon next to them can actually be used as shelters, and there's not many of them. So most of the places that you're scavenging, you can only scavenge there. You can't move in and use them as shelters. Like, for example, the Briarwood Motel here. If I want anything from this place, I have to pick it up and bring it back with me because it's not available as a shelter. So there was one zombie in the office. Oh, I can get onto the roof here. Oh, there's a survivor. I almost didn't notice that drain pipe. Who's this guy? He's a bit of an arsehole apparently. Hudson. What exactly is his problem? Last group that came by left me up here to starve. Well, with that attitude, I'm not really surprised. They were drinking, smoking, all that good shit. Then some chick starts screaming at him, saying she found his stash and he'd been holding out his weapons, his food. Why the fuck would I share with strangers? Yeah, he's not the sharing type then, is he? And he wants to move in with us. You know what, Hudson? You can kiss my ass. What exactly does this guy offer other than a really bad attitude? Because he seems to think he's God's gift. So let's check him out. Small chance of not taking damage in combat. Cheap barricade repairs, but I rarely stay in one place long enough to actually need to repair the barricades, and he loses morale unless he's eaten the finest of food. So this guy can kiss my ass. Stay here. I don't care. He's not coming back with us. Yeah, not every survivor is actually useful. Most of them have some useful abilities, but Hudson's were just not useful enough, and honestly his attitude really pissed me off. Which made it very, very easy to reject him. Oh, hang on. Yes! Another lead, because there's a radio in here. I think that's 3 leads now, which means we're now able to actually start the airlift escape plan. Unless I've miscounted and that was only 2, in which case we're still looking. So this is the laundry room. I'm probably going to find, yep, cloth, clothing. Clothing can be broken down at a disassembly workbench. Couldn't remember what it was called for a moment. And you get a lot of cloth out of it. The cloth that you scavenge only stacks up to 4. Clothing only stacks up to 1. So it seems like just picking cloth up would be better. But when you break the clothing down, especially in an upgraded workbench, you get much, much more than 4 cloth. So it can be useful to take back. A couple of things to note here. First of all, there's no need to kill this one. I can just shut the door and trap it in the laundrette. And also the one above me on the walkway, it hasn't turned around. I've been keeping an eye on it. It's constantly looking to the right, which is going to be a problem if I want to investigate the upstairs level above the laundrette. But and I do want to, but maybe I can get over the top here when I make my way onto the roof. Let's take this one out, just in case I can't. But yeah, the zombie over to the left, it's off screen at the moment. It wasn't turning around, so it's constantly looking in this direction. There's a lockpick to get through here. There's a hole in the floor. Alright, I can jump over that, but it won't make... Oh, crap! Didn't even see him. I was so focused on the hole in the floor. Oh, I am so bad. I'm probably going to make some noise jumping over that. I might want to just drop down into it. I'm going to wait for that zombie. There it goes. But there's another one down there as well. This is awkward. I think we're good. I mean, even if the noise of me jumping over there did alert the ones in the room below, they can't get up here, so it doesn't really matter. I've got some medicinal herbs there, though. I'm going to want those. I need the wood. The 2 base resources that I'm low on at the moment are wood and components. I haven't found any components, but I'm going to need to take the wood back. So I should be able to drop down from here without hurting myself. There's a dormant one in the bathroom, but the door to the bedroom is shut, so let's take a quick look. Then again, you know, my bags are full, so what's the point? I can't carry any more back with me anyway. So I think I'm just going to cut my losses and head back with what I've managed to scavenge. Couldn't find any components. I mean, there might be some components here, it's just, well, I didn't explore the whole place before I filled my bags up. So we got some stuff, but importantly, while Penny was out, we built a communal area for restoring morale, and, while we're on the subject of morale, the airlift escape plan is now active. We found 3 clues, which means everybody gains the hope state, so they all start recovering morale without having to actually use anything like the newly built communal area. Now, the hope state will only last for 5 phases, and eventually things will go back to normal, but now we've got something to look forward to. We have a plan to get out. We're not just living day to day, we've got something to aim for. Where is it? Millwood Manor. Somebody was organised... There it is. The voice on the radio said somebody was organising a charter airlift for Millwood Manor, but it's way too far away. So, we need to move. We need to relocate. Here's the problem. I haven't managed to scout out any suitable shelters to the north. There's Value Records over here to the west, and there is another shelter available down to the south, but that's taken me away from where I need to go. So I think I need to go and scavenge Value Records, and then we need to move to Value Records and then see where I can go from there. Probably not going to be staying at Value Records for long. It's just one step along the way to Millwood Manor in the more affluent northeastern end of town. But for now, Value Records it is. Once you've cleared a place out and you've moved in and you've used it as a shelter, it will always be available as a shelter from there on in. So you can travel around town by moving from one shelter to another after you've cleared them out. What's this? Ah, useful stuff. Some scrap metal and some wood. Right, that door's blocked from the other side, so we're going to have to go upstairs. Not seeing anything moving around up there. Yeah, no, we're good. Let's take a quick peek over here. So you can see how this place is going to be a shelter. There's a workbench right there. Alright, so this end's clear. It's a bit dim in there, I'm not seeing anything moving. Oh wait, no, here it comes. Yeah. Patience, Padawan. Wait for it to turn, and we'll take it out. Oh, shit, really? That was it? All threats cleared, you were now able to move in. One zombie, really? I mean, I could leave right now, but and I don't know why I'm still creeping around because all threats are... Well, there may still be some dormant ones in here. But let's just take a quick look because I want to scout out the observation point. Because I'm not moving to value records because I want to stay here. I'm moving here because it's the only shelter available, even roughly in the direction where I want to be heading. But I found the vantage point. I can see Jay's Motel from here. You know, I don't think I've ever been to Jay's Motel. I think that's a new location. I don't know whether or not it's a shelter. Because that's what I'm looking for now. I'm looking for shelters that allow me to get closer to Millwood Manor, where the airlift escape plan is. Jay's Motel may be one of those. It might not be, but it'll be a place I can scout out, find the vantage point, anything that gets me closer. Right now, with the easiest zombie clearance ever, seriously, one undead, that was it. We're now free to move to value records. I'm going to be sad to move out of this place because it is really good, but can't stay here. There's still a couple of unscouted locations within scouting range of the sporting goods supply. There's Jay's Motel. It isn't a shelter, unfortunately, and it's in the wrong direction anyway. The Hitch Post. The Hitch Post has a lot of base resources, but I can't get to it from here. I need to move to value records to be able to scout that place out. So value records it is. We're going to move the shelter. One thing to bear in mind when you move shelter from one location to another, and it's not particularly realistic, but I can understand why they do it, because it would be a colossal pain in the arse if they didn't. But all of the stations that you've built at your old shelter go with you to the new shelter, but they also remain at the old shelter. So from a realism standpoint, it really doesn't make an awful lot of sense at all. But from a gameplay perspective, if you had to go out and re-scavenge all of the resources to... I mean, can you imagine if you were abandoning a shelter where you had level 3 workstations across the board, and then you moved to a new shelter and you had to build the level 1s and then upgrade the workbench and then build the level 2? Yeah, no. So not particularly realistic, but I'm quite happy that things work this way. So, with Daphne and Christine on the home front, I'm good for food. My priority right now, as well as working my way around to Millwood Manor for the airlift, is gathering enough base resources to first upgrade the weapons bench to level 2 so I can make that Magnum revolver. Then upgrade the main workbench to level 3 so I can upgrade the weapons bench to level 3 and I can start making rifles and rifle ammunition. You don't need to upgrade all of your workbenches to level 3, by the way. The cooking station, for example, you can upgrade to level 2 and 3 and you will get food that restores more hunger per consumption, but you don't need really anything other than a level 1 cooking station because vegetable stew and meat stew will satisfy all of your needs. You probably want a level 2 medical station so you can make medicine, which cures diseases, because you're not making it through a full playthrough without getting infected by something. A higher level disassembly bench will yield more resources, so that's useful but not essential, but it's really just the weapons bench that you definitely need to get upgraded. And that means base resources, and here at the Hitch Post there's a lot of zombies, but there's a lot of base resources as well. This place is big. It's got like 3 floors above ground or at ground level and up, and there's a downstairs as well. It's probably going to... You can't unfortunately move into this place and use it as a shelter. But you're probably looking at 2 or 3 scavenging runs in this place to get everything that's in here. So there's a dormant zombie in this room in the corner by the door, but I'm not seeing anything actually moving around. And loot. Yeah, it's all building materials. This is good stuff. Okay, the staircase is blocked, so I'm not going any further. Well, I could actually go... There's a fire escape outside the window, but... Let's see what... Okay, that's blocked from the other side. Somebody's jammed a door up under the door... a door? Somebody's jammed a chair up against the doorknob. So I guess we'll go... Downstairs is what? Like a pool hall? I'm not liking the sound of that. And it's really dark in that back corner. I can't tell if there's something there or not. I think I can shine a light on it from on the stairs. I might just have to take the chance. And we're good. Yeah, this is a pool hall, which means I might be able to find some pool cues to use as weapons. Although I can't imagine the pool cue would be a particularly useful weapon. Certainly not as a bludgeoning weapon. You know, not in the way that a baseball bat would be, because they're not designed for that kind of strength. There's nothing over here. Nothing to loot either. But, I mean, this bat's about to break, probably on the next hit. So... Any port in a storm and all that? Yep, sure enough, pool cues. Oh, and the durability on them is horrible. Might get 1 or 2 uses out of them. Okay, well, it's fine. So there is another one of them coming this way. He's taking his sweet time about it, though. Come on. I don't have all day, they're going to be closed. Wait, did he hit an obstacle? Oh yeah, there's another pool table in the middle that blocked him. Alright. I guess I'll wait here. The good news is they don't seem to be attracted by flashlights. I'm not sure that crouching behind that pool table is going to be enough cover, so I'm moving back here just in case. Although, if I can crouch and hide behind this pool table, then there's no reason why I wouldn't be able to crouch and hide behind that one, so I probably didn't need to move back. It's going to make it more awkward to get up there in time to... Yeah, couldn't make it in time. Alright. Oh well. Oh, and it didn't destroy the bat. That was useful. Bolt cutters. I brought some bolt cutters with me. Let's not just barge straight in. Have a quick look. There's nothing in there. Okay. I mean, there's stuff in here. There's just no undead. Okay. Yeah, these pool cues really, really suck as weapons. But I'll leave them here. I can always come back and pick them up if I run out. But I'm just freeing up inventory space for more useful things like that. Firearm parts. I am going to need those. And 5 is a decent stack as well. Alright, I'm going to ditch the empty bottles. I don't need those. I mean, I can use them as a thrown weapon to create a distraction, but firearm parts are very... It's not that they're rare. It's just that you need a lot of them for manufacturing ammunition. Alright, there's one. Right, I'm probably definitely only still going to get 1 more use out of this bat. But that's fine. There's a couple of pool cues downstairs that I can always pick up and use, and I didn't just bring the 1 melee weapon. Right, this one's blocked from the other side as well. Okay. Well, let's check out the bar area. Some stuff here. A couple of planks of wood, junk food, beer. Yeah, I don't need any of that stuff. Alright, we can remove this blockage. And that's the street. Looks like there's a patio area upstairs. I wonder if I can climb up from here. Nah, doesn't look like I can. Well, that's going to be the way back to the shelter from the other side. Yep. Well, we're not even close to being done here. Oh, there's some stairs up. There are stairs up. All right, because that door was blocked. It looks like it led to the dance floor. Yeah, so we're going to have to go up. Oh, there's one there. There's one there. Standing by the door, over on the left, looking this way. Let's get eyes on him. There he is. Let's just wait for him to turn around. He's not turning around. Okay. Well, I was far enough away that I can actually get up here without alerting him, but he's not turning around, is he? So he's basically unless I want to get into face-to-face melee combat, I'm not going out that way. This looks like a private room or something. And I see the vantage point upstairs. And some useful stuff here. Just jiggle around the inventory. Take the stuff that's more valuable and immediately useful. Okay, I need a lockpick for that. That's no problem. Anybody moving around in here? Doesn't appear to be. Gotcha. So, as well as recovering the resources, the most important thing I need to do here, because I need to find another shelter that's closer to Millwood Manor. Oh crap, that door's opened. I didn't even see it. Alright, it's going to stop at the table. Alright, let's go for it. But yeah, aside from, well, yeah, finding another shelter that's close to Millwood Manor, where I need to go for the airlift. And that means checking out the vantage point here at the hitching post, which is upstairs. I am definitely going to have to come. There's so much stuff here, and it's all useful. I need the scrap metal more than I need cloth, though. Having to make some hard choices with regards to... Oh, is that a safe? And I'm out of lockpicks. See what I mean? There's all kinds of great stuff here. And there's no way I can take it all back in one trip. Hell, I don't think I could take everything back in 2 trips. The good news, of course, is that once you've been through this place once, you've basically killed most of the zombies, so subsequent trips will be a lot easier. Yeah, this place is just full of good stuff. Definitely going to have to come back. But, most importantly, I need to get to the vantage point. Because I need to find another shelter I can move into that's closer to Millwood Manor for the airlift escape plan. Alright, we are clear. Oh, fuck, no, we're not clear. Crap. Bollocks. Shit. No, I'm making all kinds of noise. Smashing through that door. I think I just woke up an entire room of dormant zombies. But I think we're good. Oh, no, they're coming after me out the window. We're not good. Are we okay here? Yes, they've gone back in. No, there's another one in the room. Oh, shit. Yeah, no. I had one job. Well, I had 2 jobs. Get resources and reach the vantage point and find another shelter closer to Millwood Manor. See what happens when you panic. Yeah. Well, anyway, Daphne's been hard at work churning out more food. Oh, a random event. All survivors lose morale. We hear a baby crying. Yeah. We still have the hope state, though. That lasts 5 phases, so that will recover the morale. And I have just managed to build a communal area, which we don't actually need to use right now. So I'm going to have to go back to the hitch post, because I never made it to the vantage point. Did I recover? No, I still haven't got... Because I didn't find any components. I got the wood, but it's the components that I need. And I didn't find any, so no workbench upgrades. Ah, well. Well, no point in delaying it. I have to go back to the hitch post. One thing that, I don't know if you've noticed, I'm only ever taking 1 lockpick with me. Oh, that thing is, yep. Still looking this way. Yeah, the whole carrying 1 lockpick is a bad habit that I got into at the start. Oh, that's still jammed from the other side. Alright, I guess we're going down then. On the bright side, you know, I've already cleared most of this, so it shouldn't be too difficult. But at the start of the game, when you only have one lockpick available and you don't have enough supplies to make more than one, I got into the habit of only carrying one lockpick around. There's no reason to. If you have more than one lockpick, then take more than one lockpick with you. They stack up to 3 in your inventory. And you'll come across places where there's more than one thing that you need a lockpick to get into. It took me a while to learn that lesson. So that door was, yeah, that's the dance floor, I think. So I need to go up and over in order to unlock that. And there's a zombie guarding the door here. He just keeps looking this way. But he's far enough away that he's not instantly going to peg you. When you pop up from the stairs, you can just turn around. If I had a brick or something, I could throw that and knock him out and then run over and take him out. But, well, I don't. So, we'll take care of this one. There was some stuff over here. So this is how you get into the dance floor. I'll take the broken bottle, but it's basically a one-use stealth kill weapon. There's at least one of them down there on the dance floor. And I think... Yep, that's where the door was blocked from the other side. And there's some goodies here as well. What do we got? Components. And another lockpick. Whereas I know I need at least one more lockpick to get into the safe in the manager's office. But that's the dance floor cleared. And I can unlock or unjam the door on this side as well. And then head back upstairs to the point where I panicked and it all went horribly, horribly wrong. Just need to keep moving to avoid the door guard. Back up. So there's like a private room there. I'm pretty sure I cleared it out, but I might have left some stuff because my bags were full. I did. Yeah, the wooden crate just breaks down into wooden planks. But the empty bottle that I picked up, I mean, they're usable as a crafting resource because you make distilled water with them, but you need a distilling station for that. But the other thing that you can use them for is to make a distraction. That's right, turn around, see what made the noise. Alright. So my makeshift shiv has been destroyed, but that's fine. I've got this broken bottle. It's only really good for one kill, but... Ah, seeds. Good stuff. Yep, totally worth it. And what do we have here? Alcohol. I've never really found the need. Again, when you upgrade the cooking station, you can use it to make moonshine, basically. But it's just used for recovering morale. It gives you a temporary morale boost. Beer, moonshine, all that kind of thing. And I've never really needed it. As long as you've got a communal area where you can sit down and play cards and stuff. Morale isn't usually that much of an issue. Okay, there's nothing coming. This was the manager's office. That's where the safe is. Couldn't open that because I ran out of lockpicks. There's an open door at the other end of that room. And I don't like open doors because you can be sitting here looking through the crack in the door and thinking, yep, there's nothing moving around in there. Then you go in and something walks through the open door at the other end of the room. I think we're good. Let's face it, if there was anything patrolling along there, it would have shown itself by now. Alright, we can get into the safe. Wait, I thought there was one watching the window in here. Am I on the right floor? Because, I mean, that's where I woke up a whole bunch of dormant zombies. I want to know where they are and what they're doing before I commit to anything here, because there was a room full of those buggers. I saw one, but it looked like it turned around before it got to the door. And I don't think I can shut that door because I was in such a panic, I just charged right through it and burst it off its hinges. And there's something up here. I can hear it muttering and moaning to itself. I can't even tell whether or not that door's open from here. Oh, I'm just going to have to man up and go for it. I can always run. Yeah, that door is open. Oh, but it's intact. It didn't get smashed. Okay. I know I ran through one door, but yeah, it's that one. The next one over. That explains why the zombie here it comes back. That's why it was taking such a long way to patrol. Also, good news here. The dormant zombies that I woke up, they've gone back to being dormant in the bathroom. So I don't have to kill them. I'm going to have to kill this one, though. It's probably going to destroy, yep, the broken bottle. That's fine. I have a baseball bat. What did I leave here? A bit of cloth. Yeah, fine. We'll take it. I have some cloth in my inventory. It's just going to stack up with it. See, the door at the end here is open. But I'm pretty sure the one that we just shivved with a broken bottle is the only one that was patrolling along here. Because we'd have seen another one by now. Right. Because I think that other door is open. So I just want to see if something's going to come this way from the patio. But again, if there was, we would have probably seen it by now. I never got this far. Oh, medicinal herbs. I'm going to need those. So what can I ditch? I don't need the alcohol. We'll take the food. We're definitely taking the herbs. Why didn't I take all of the herbs? They stack. What's wrong with me? Sudden rush of shit to the brain there, I think. But we found the vantage point. Galaxy Zone Arcade, Ashby Hoarder's House, and Best Electronics. And I know that the Galaxy Zone Arcade, as well as being a fantastic location, is a shelter. Am I going to take damage? I think I'll take damage if I drop down from there. So, yeah. I know, because I haven't visited every location available in this game, but I've visited most of them. And I've been to the Galaxy Zone Arcade before, and it's a great location, and it is also available as a shelter. Hopefully it's in the right direction, because I need to be getting to shelters that are actually closer to Millwood Manor for the airlift escape plan, rather than heading further and further away. And it's only now, as I'm actually re-watching this... Oh, that's the zombie that... Yeah, whatever. That I've suddenly remembered... Oh, yeah, I never did. I never did use the lockpick on the safe in the manager's office, did I? Yeah, I know. You don't need... I know I'm crap. Anyway. Oh, we found another random event. Not all the random events are bad. I just proffed a police baton. A melee weapon. Bludgeoning. Nice. So, let's have a look. Yes! So, we've got 2 new shelters. Best Electronics is no good, because it's heading in the other direction. But the Galaxy Zone Arcade, it's in the downtown area, and it's probably out of range of Millwood Manor, but it's taking us a step in the right direction. So guess where I'm going next? Although you're going to have to wait till the weekend to actually see it happen, because I am done for today. Despite my being mildly crap towards the end of the second scavenging run in the Hitch post, I hope you enjoyed it, and I hope you're all having a great day. And as always, take care, and I'll catch you next time.